In the last tutorial, we learned how to create files and write data to the files, and the next logical step is to learn how to read data from files. So just like we had to do in the last tutorial, we have to create a file handle to open the file that we're going to read from, and we're going to open it in read mode, which is the letter for that is just R. So we use the fopen function, which is used for opening files, and give it the name of whatever file you created, or you could even give it the name of any file that you want, as long as it's a file that exists. And we're opening it in reading mode only, since we don't need to be writing to it. The next thing that we need to do is decide how many characters we want to read into a string so we can print it out. There's no way directly in C with a function to determine how many characters are in a file. If we want to find that out, we'll have to write our own function for it. So for now, let's just say that we're going to read 64 characters from our file. So let us create a string, and we will give it 64 characters. And just as we used the fgets function to read information from the terminal, we can use the function to read it from this file. And in fact, the standard input that we write information from is just a special file stream that C gives us by default. We don't even have to open it, it's there for us already. So we will use the fgets function. The first thing we need to do is read it into the string. We have to say how many characters to read, which is 64. And finally, we have to give it the name of the file stream, which is fh. Alright, that looks good. The only thing left is printing out the string with printf. Alright, so let's compile this and run it and see if it gives us hello world, which is at least what I put for the file contents in the last tutorial. And I will compile it and run it, and we get hello world. So in the last tutorial, we created files and wrote to them, and in this tutorial, we've read information from files and printed it out. And that's the basics of reading and writing to files. There's some more stuff that we're going to be covering in future tutorials, but this is the basics.